It's another bright morning. I need my shades and I've got to go to work. But today we've got Nick coming with me and I'm actually going back to the store that I actually look after. So you guys get to see somewhere else in Essex that's actually quite nice. And I've got so much to talk to you guys today, but I want to go jump in the car and get my shades on because this sun's blinding me. But let's get on with the video. Right, so we actually got to work on time, or a little bit earlier, which is great. The morning commute's just going really, really smooth, so I think that the kids being off school is really helping. But today's video is 5 tips to how to stay motivated and actually achieve your goals. Now before we get into the video, if you are new to the channel, my name is Jay and I create content for people who are working towards their goals and want to try and achieve them. Now I am at work, I have got to unpack the delivery, otherwise I will get in trouble. So I'm going to quickly do that and then we can get straight into the video. Right, so now I've actually done some work, I can get talking about these 5 tips to helping you achieve your goals. And tip number 1 is set measurable goals. There is nothing worse than knowing where you want to be, but not breaking down how you're going to get there. So if that's a daily goal for you, if it's a weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, break them down on what you need to achieve and how you're going to get there. It's the only way you're actually going to get to the top of your goal without kind of letting things get to you and not achieve, or like seeing that you've achieved or not. Breaking down your goals also allows you to check your progress all the way through. And everyone loves to see that they're actually doing something rather than looking at the end goal and going, oh, I'm nowhere near it. Step number 2 is always break down your roadblocks. Now, a lot of people struggle with this and they come up against a hurdle or a roadblock or an issue of them getting to their goals, and rather than figuring out a way around it, over it or under it, or even through it, they just give up. And there's no way, you're never going to get to your goals if you just stop at the first hurdle, the second hurdle, the third hurdle. The most successful people will have hurdles on a daily basis because success is never from A to B as a straight line. It's always ups and downs until you get there. It's all about how you get through it. So every time something comes up that stops you doing what you want to do, break it down and figure out at least 3 ways to get around it. Now I just want to take a second and have a break from the tips and just have a special mention to my girlfriend Nick. You may have seen her in other videos, we've been on holiday together, etc. But honestly, she's the epitome of working hard and being dedicated to her goal. Aww. Ever since she's like, how old were you when you decided you wanted to go into healthcare?
Like 15 when I honestly had a good 5-year kind of
exactly, and
plan.
I've seen it firsthand from the first time we started dating till now. She is crushing it. She is absolutely smashing uni right now. She didn't take the traditional route in because of so many roadblocks she actually had to face, but rather than letting it stop her and deciding something else, she found a way around it. She kept going, and now, like, without sounding like big-headed or anything, she's top of her class. She's finding everything easy right now because she's working 2, 3, 4 times as hard as everyone else to be ahead of the game and get there as quick as she can and at the best she can. I'm so proud. I really am so proud. You work so hard and you understand what I'm trying to do, which isn't necessarily a society-driven job, and you're doing something like that on your own terms. And I respect that so much. So I just wanted to have a special mention before we get to the extra points. Yeah, man. Like, genuinely, she's been sat there all day, head into laptop, just working on uni work. She's scheduling shifts. She's just doing everything she can. She lives, eats, breathes everything to do with her job. And it's just something you have to do, and you have to be dedicated to get to your goals. That brings us to step number 3, which is something a lot of successful people say. You probably have heard it before, and that is surround yourself with like-minded people. And I'm not saying I'm successful, I just totally agree with what they say. You know, if you're surrounding yourself with people who are negative and telling you you can't do anything and you're not good enough and I don't know why you're doing it, that's not going to help you stay motivated and help you work towards your goals. You know, for example, me and Nick, we bounce off each other. She's got a dream and goals, and so have I, and we help each other. We bounce off each other to learn what we're good at, learn what we suck at, and know that we can be creative and constructive with the criticism to actually help each other, rather than saying you shouldn't be doing that, you should be doing something else. That's never going to help you. So always make sure when you're talking about your goals and your dreams and what you're trying to achieve, make sure it's with like-minded people, because you can really get the help you need with that. Right, so work is done, and now it is time for tip number 4. Now, tip number 4 is personally my favorite. I preach this every day, and if you know me and see me out and about, I will talk about this religiously. And that is only focus on what you can control. So many people I know focus on the weather. You can't control that. Focus on other people's actions, and you can't control that either. That is the quickest way to demotivate you and stop you going towards your goals. If you focus on things that you can't control, you're just chasing a losing battle. You have to focus on what you can control, because that's going to keep you going forward. Now, I've got to try not to get run over, but that would be, it's one of my personal favorites. I use it every single day, and you'll be surprised how much of a difference it makes. But we've got to try and beat the traffic, and we can give you the 5th and final tip. Right, so we are actually back. There was a massive pile up on the way home, so I hope everyone involved is all right. But tip number 5, and I think this is, you know, I've said this about all of them, I really do think this is very important, and that's remember why you started, and remember why you want to do it. Because if you forget why you want to do it, then what's the motivation? And you know, the whole point is to stay motivated and keep working towards it every day. So if you ever lose track of, you know, why you're doing it, just take a step back, sit there, and just remember why you want to do it. So that's pretty much it from me. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. My aim is to try and get you guys to take at least 3 things away from each video. So hopefully you did that. If you did, awesome. If you didn't, I'll work and I'll improve and I'll get towards my goals. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like. If you are new around here, make sure you subscribe, and I shall see you guys tomorrow. Peace.